Well, America, we're starting the first week of April. Lies and bullshit went on last week. Well, at least they're consistent with their lies and bullshit. The unemployment has not changed, 8.3%. Been that way for almost 2 months now, isn't it, America? What's changed? Between October and November, first part of December, just the way they count, election year. And in fact, last week it actually ticked up closer to 360. And once they adjust the numbers this week, as they always do, they seem to go higher, it will be at 360. So because our liar in chief, our first affirmative action president, has to remain in office, they need to protect him. This C-minus student, the running everything, they're cooking the books. I mean, have you figured that out yet, you mouth breathers out there? All your friends that are still, and relatives that are unemployed, or if you're unemployed, I don't see how you're affording your internet, but you still buying it? The turnaround, the big comeback, they're producing all these jobs? Bullshit, they're lies. Just like he lied about his health care, only costing just below $1 trillion. When it all comes down to it, even with the lying CBO numbers that said it'd be twice that, it's 3 times that. You can guarantee it. And they're saying that the stock market's going through the roof. Really? Yeah, all that money there. Yeah, the rich getting richer. Really? How about this? Here's just a thought. Maybe all the money that Bernanke's printing from the Fed, it makes it as useless as newspaper in an internet world. Nobody reads the shit. Well, that's how our dollar is. It isn't worth shit because you're flooding the market with it. You can roll around it and make print a bunch of it there, Bernanke, because we're going to have to make our clothes out of it here shortly because it's going to be useless. Over $4 a gallon gas. Part of that is due to inflation, despite the lies. The food is going up at the market. Trust me, I do the shopping for groceries. It's going up. So fuck you and your lies about it's not inflation. It is inflation. It's going on. It's happening right now. Enough with the lies. Quit trying to prop up this affirmative action C-minus student. Jesus. Mr. Romney, you can't help yourself, can you? You just can't. You sit there in an election year, you're going to put an elevator in your garage. God, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried, dude. You're running for president against the worst president that's probably ever been sworn in. That's how you liberals, you see there's nothing wrong with this. This is just, hey, you know, what an idiot. What, you didn't think they was going to make an issue out of this? God. And the Bushes jump on your bandwagon, and Rubio and Ryan. The Republican Party is going off a cliff with your rhino ass. And as it should. Maybe then the conservatives will actually take back this party and maybe I'll become a Republican again. I don't know. But either they're going off the cliff or they're going down on your elevator. And all you Ann Coulter types out there, I had to hold my nose to pull the lever for McCain. You're holding your nose and kissing Romney's ass. The rest of you bastards that pushed all this stuff up, the caucuses and the primaries, to railroad this son of a bitch onto the American people because, oh yeah, we need that guy to court the independents. Well, I'm an independent, and geez, apparently I'm not the only one, because he's losing his ass to this president, not only across the frickin' board now, but with the independents, the very people you pushed us this piece of shit onto us for, because he's supposed to court them. Well, he isn't courting nothing. Even he's a bigger buffoon than you assholes figured out or thought he could be. The guy came up with Romney Care. He's not a conservative. It is not in his DNA. we're not going to vote for him. I know I'm not voting for president at all. Unless there's a broken convention and they could come up. Hell, I'd take Paul Ryan. I'd take Rubio. I'll take any conservative. And those two, I think, would be crossovers. Either one of them would appeal to the independents, the conservatives, and even you rhinos would have to sign on to that one. You'd be pressured to. You couldn't say no. I know you all are just licking your chops at if somehow, if Romney doesn't continue to shoot himself in the foot and might eke this out, which he won't, eke this election out, that you'll be in charge of everything again. And look what it's gotten us, you career politicians, you compromisers, you mission creep bastards that you were. You slowly continue to spend along with the Democrats. We expected the stupidity from them. We didn't expect it from you. That's why your party, the conservatives, after this election, we need our own party, or we need to throw all your sorry asses out of the Republican Party. Something. But you rhinos got to go. Go be the Democrats that you want to be. That's what needs to happen. Trayvon, that's still going on. Still fanning the flames there, Jesse and Al Sharpton. Let's do this now. Let's have the riots now. We know this is how this is going to end because you're stupid people. You always burn up your neighborhoods. Well, once the grand jury convenes and finds out there's no evidence for a trial, well, you'll riot then. If by chance they still want to go through this bogus Mickey Mouse circus trial to appease you, then they're going to find out that he'll be acquitted because there isn't enough evidence to convict him. There's too much conflicting what ifs and what that and so on. Otherwise, his ass would be in jail right now. You're fanning the flames on bogus arguments, and why? You need a race issue. You need this guy to swoop down from either his perch or from his golf court or campaign to save and heal a nation. So he has another issue. Is that what this is about? Excuse me for being cynical, but this son of a bitch is from Chicago, and worthless as he is, at least the handlers that they got this guy making him perform, at least they know that they can get away with this crap. They just needed a front man. So I don't put it past it. Just a lot of this is all trumped up shit. So he has another issue. He can't run on his record. Oh my. It's amazing. It's amazing. The Supreme Court. You four justices, you liberal ones, you can go now. No, after the election. Hopefully that will change. You've got to go. Especially you three cunts. One of you, probably Kagan, being you were Solicitor General, is supposed to argue this shit before you anyways, before the Supreme Court. It'll probably be you. And being sure the most junior. We're not that kind of nation. There's no precedence that you're going to come up with or any other bullshit language your Democrat what is kind of twisting of the American language, and the way that you're twisting and warping the American Constitution. I have news for you three cunts and that one turd. There's nowhere in the Constitution where it says that the American people will buy this. Ever. Nor should there ever be. Unless you want tyranny, which you cocksuckers apparently subscribe to, or socialism, or whatever cocked up bullshit fucking agenda that you people are on. You're useless and worthless, like our president. And you think like it. You need to go. There's nothing there. This is the land of the free. We want fairness. And so should you. But we don't want guaranteed the same results. And that's what you people are about. Because that's socialism. And because you're forcing on us this tyranny and fascism. Stupid. It ain't there. You need to go. It's black and white. It is not in the Constitution. So fuck you and your precedences that you're going to pull out of your ass. It's all shit that you're twisting the American language and the Constitution with. A fucking agenda. Fuck you and your agenda. Now, our president, the liar in chief, the racist, anti-Semitic liar in chief, destroying our country, and oh, once I'm elected, I can be flexible, selling us out to the fucking Russians. Way to go, you commie fuck. Socialist bastard, you don't give a shit about this country. You're mad at Whitey, and he's gonna pay. And if you can take down America and form it into some twisted warp shit that you got in your head, the better. You continue to lie. Oil subsidies, really. These are the same subsidies that are given GE and every large corporation in America. And a lot of the mid-size, and even a number of the small ones. They get this tax write-off too. But you lie to the American people. Well, you're good at it. You can't run on the honesty of your current accomplishments. You have none. The one that you do have, well, aside from fags in the military running around with their faggot wings freely now, other than that, what do you have to run on? Obamacare? The unconstitutionality of that? Spending a year and a half on that turd? Your socialist views? I don't know how much, you were supposed to make on that. I know a bunch of the AARP, who I shunned their membership because they sucked up and licked and kissed your ass on that deal, and the unions, all behind you, all getting something from you. Kind of reminds me of the stimulus and shell companies like Fisker and Solyndra, who were going to, we're going to put the maximum amounts back into the Democrat and your coffers for re-elections. It's bullshit, America. And what do we have? No choice. We have one liberal and one that's worse than the other, but only slightly. I mean, how is it that Romney, at almost 60 years old, it took you then to figure out that abortion was wrong? And you're a conservative, right? That's what we were told. Well, you independents, hang in there. I don't know what to tell you. We're going to have to just hold our nose, those who want to, or be like me. Don't vote for either. To hell with all of them. To hell with all of them. Vote for your local guy. Try to push and get rid of as many rhinos as you can. That's all we can do. That is all we can do in this go around. Because this guy's going to win again. Romney's too weak in the head. I mean, the other thing is they say he's a smart businessman. Really? Really? The federal government is not a business. It's not the federal government's job to create jobs. It's their job to get out of the way and establish an environment so Americans can make jobs. And from what I understood, see, out of 50 states, in creating job growth and all that, Romney was 47th. He's the right guy, huh? He's the conservative. Came up with Romneycare. He's the conservative. Started to run for president. Oh, abortion's bad now. The guy is just as liberal as Obama. About the only difference is skin tone at this point. Almost. Almost.